Hello friends, today I am going to design a quarter joint. So let us see first the theory part related to quarter joint. So what is mean by quarter joint? What is mean by quarter joint? So quarter joint is the joint used to connect two coaxial rods. Quarter joint is a joint which is used to connect two coaxial rods which are subjected to tensile which are subjected to axial tensile or compressive load. Axial tensile or compressive load, so that is called as quarter joint. uh, Quarter joint is used to connect two coaxial rods, not shaft. So not a shaft. So shaft is a rotating machine element. So quarter joint is not used for rotating machine element. It is used for non-rotating coaxial rods. Shaft is a rotating element. So it is not used for connecting shafts that rotate and transmit torque. So this is the uh, quarter joint. Now let us see the applications of quarter joint. So where it is used, the applications of quarter joint. Let us see where the quarter joint is used. Let us see applications. So first is the joint between piston rod and crosshead of steam engine. Piston rod and crosshead. Piston rod and crosshead of steam engine. So connecting piston rod and crosshead, between that quarter joint is used. Now the second application of quarter joint is slide spindle and fork of the valve mechanism. Slide spindle and connecting slide spindle and fork of the valve mechanism. So in the valve mechanism, quarter joint is used. Then the third application of quarter joint is foundation bolt. Foundation bolt. This is the third application, foundation bolt. Then fourth application is joint between pedal, and sprocket wheel. Pedal and sprocket wheel of bicycle. Pedal and sprocket wheel of bicycle. In that case, the quarter joint is used. Then the joint between two halves of flywheel. So in that case, quarter joint is used. So these are the applications of quarter joint. Now the quarter joint is consist of three elements. Now, quarter joint is having three main parts or three elements. So one is a socket. Socket is one part of quarter joint. Then second is a spigot. And the third part is a quarter. Now quarter joint is consist of these three basic elements. Now let us see. I am going to draw the 3D views of each part and then we will see the design. Now let us see the socket. I will draw here. I am drawing here the socket. This is the 3D diagram of socket. So in 3D, socket looks like this. So here slot is there. Slot is for cutter. Inserting cutter here. This is the slot for cutter. This is the slot for cutter. So this is the socket. This is socket. Now let us say the cutter, how cutter looks like. Cutter looks like this. So this is the 3D view of cutter. Now let us see the spigot, how spigot looks like in 3D. So this is the spigot. And this is the slot for cutter. Now these are the basic three elements. Spigot. These are the three basic elements of cutter joint. So this spigot is fits inside this socket, and the cutter is inserted in the slot. A cutter tightens or tightly fitted inside this slot. Now we have to design these three components. So this is the rod. This is the rod A. This is the rod B. This is the rod B. Now we have to join or connect these two rods by means of this cutter joint. So for that purpose, the socket is used, this pivot is used, and this cutter is used. Now let us see. So on this rod here, tensile load is acting, that is P. On this rod also, tensile or compressive load P is acting on this rod. Now due to this, what will happen? Friends, now let us see the sectional view or cut section of the cutter joint. Now let us see the sectional view. I am drawing here the sectional view, and then we will see the notations used in the cutter joint. So let us see. This is the 2D view of the socket. View of the socket. Now this is the pivot end. This is the pivot end. Now so pivot is inserted inside the socket. Now this is the quarter. This is the quarter. Quarter has taper shape. This quarter has a taper shape. Why there is taper provided? Why taper is provided on quarter joint? We will see. So this red color is for socket, and for spigot I will use blue color. So this is the spigot. This is spigot and quarter. Now let us see the dimensions. So this diameter, okay. Now the diameter of this rod, this is the rod A. This is rod A. This is quarter. This is socket. This is spigot. This is pivot. This is socket collar. Socket collar. And this is spigot collar. Spigot collar. And this is rod B. Rod B. Now let us see the dimensions. So the diameter of rod, each rod A and rod B is small d. The diameter of the each rod is small d. Then this diameter, that is outside diameter of socket. Outside diameter of socket, this is d2. Then inside diameter of socket, that means diameter of spigot. Diameter of spigot is d2. Then this diameter, that is diameter of spigot collar, is d3. Then diameter of socket collar, diameter of socket collar is d4. Then this thickness, that is thickness of socket collar and thickness of spigot collar, is T1. Now this quarter is the side view of quarter is look like this. So this is the quarter, side view of the quarter. So thickness of the quarter is T, and length of the quarter is small l. So this is the these are the notations. Now this distance, that is the distance from end, the slot end, and the spigot end. This is A. Now the mean thickness means axial thickness, that is mean thickness of quarter or width of quarter is B, and this clearance is C. So these are the notations used in quarter joint. Now we will see what forces acting on this quarter joint. So this is the force P and this is also force P. Now let us see how the forces acting on each component of the quarter joint. So this is force P. Now we require to balance the forces on each component, or each component should be balanced, should be in balanced condition. Now this is force P which is acting on a rod which is connected to socket. Now let us see first only socket. So this P force is acting on this socket rod. Now uh, how we can balance this force? So let us see where the cutter touches the socket, where the cutter touches the socket. So at this section you can see there is clearance between cutter and socket. Here also there is clearance between cutter and socket, but at this collar socket touches the cutter, so this P is balanced here. So half here P by 2 and half here P by 2. Now let us see spigot. So spigot, on spigot load P is acting here. So this load should be balanced. So where you can balance this force P? So let us see cutter, where the cutter touches spigot. Now here there is clearance and here spigot touches the cutter. So balance that force P here. Equal and opposite force P you can balance here. Now the cutter, how cutter is balanced? So P is acting here. So on the cutter equal and opposite force acting here. On cutter equal and opposite force is acting here. On cutter equal and opposite force acting here. So in this way you can balance all the forces. So in the next diagram we will see how the forces will balance. So this is the socket, and draw the diagram, small diagrams. Then this is the cutter, and this is the spigot end, spigot collar, and this is the rod. This is the socket, sectional view of socket, sectional view of cutter, and this is the sectional view of spigot. Okay, now here This rod is subjected to tensile force P. Now where you can balance this force P on this socket. So cutter touches the socket at this collar. So half here and half here. So the same force, same equal and opposite force is acting on this cutter also. So P by 2 here and P by 2 here. Now let us see the spigot. So on the spigot rod is subjected to force P. So where spigot touches the cutter at this end. So balance this force P here. Now at the cutter this force P is here. Now equal and opposite force will also will act on this cutter. So this P. Now all the you can see P, total P, P acting here, total P. This is total P, compressive load, and also P by 2 plus P by 2. So all the components are balanced here. Now let us see the notations. So which notations we have to use in the cutter joint notations. We have seen in the diagram. So P we used as a tensile force. Tensile force. For tensile force, I will use the notation P. So this force is in Newton. And for a diameter of a rod, for a diameter of each rod, I will use the notation small d, diameter of each rod. Diameter of each rod. And d1, small d1, the outside diameter of socket. Outside diameter of socket. Outside diameter of socket in mm. D2 is inside diameter of socket. Inside diameter of socket, or the same D2 notation is for diameter of spigot. Diameter of spigot in mm. Then D3 is diameter of spigot collar. Diameter of spigot collar. Then D4 is for diameter of socket collar. Diameter of socket collar. Now A is for distance from end of slot. Distance from end of slot to the end of spigot. To the end of spigot. To the end of spigot. So now B is the mean width of cutter. Mean width means the width at the axis of joint. Mean width of cutter. And C is clearance. C is a clearance or axial distance from slot to the end of socket collar, means clearance. Clearance in mm. Then T is a thickness of cutter. T is a thickness of cutter. And T1 is the thickness of spigot collar. Thickness of spigot collar. Thickness of spigot collar. And L, small l, is a length of cutter. So these are the notations which we will use in the design of cutter joint. We know the cutter joint is consist of three elements, that is socket, spigot, and the main element is cutter. So what is cutter? So quarter is a, what is mean by quarter? What is mean by quarter? So what is mean by quarter? Quarter is a wedge shaped piece made up of steel plate. Wedge shaped piece, wedge shaped piece, wedge shaped piece made up of steel plate. And the principle of wedge action is used in a quarter joint. Principle of wedge action. Principle of wedge action is used in quarter joint. Principle of wedge action. Principle of wedge action is used in a quarter joint. The joint is tightened and adjusted by means of wedge action of the quarter. The joint is tightened and adjusted by means of wedge action of the quarter. Now why taper is provided on quarter? So quarter ensures tightness of joint in operating condition and prevents loosening of the parts. Quarter ensures tightness of the joint in the working condition and prevents loosening of the parts. Due to taper shape, it is easy to remove the quarter and dismantle the joint. Due to taper shape, it is easy to remove the quarter and dismantle the joint. The taper on quarter is usually 1 in 24. 1 in 24 to 1 in 32. Means here this is 1, suppose, and on the after 32 mm, after 32 mm length there is 1 mm taper, means 1 mm will decrease. After 32 mm length, 1 mm width is decreased. That is nothing but 1 in 32 or 1 in 24. So for this purpose, for easily dismantle and remove the quarter, this taper shape is provided on quarter. Now friends, we have to see the strength equations in quarter joint. Strength equations in quarter joint. So for that purpose, we should know what types of failures, मतलब कौन से टाइप का फेल्योर, किस पार्ट का कौन से टाइप का फेल्योर होगा, ये अगर हमें पता चले तो हम इजीली स्ट्रेंथ इक्वेशंस लिख सकते हैं. सो पहले टाइप का फेल्योर हम देखेंगे रॉड का फेल्योर, दैट इज टेंसाइल फेल्योर. टेंसाइल फेल्योर ऑफ रॉड्स. सो रॉड पर कौन सा लोड एक्ट हो रहा है? टेंसाइल लोड. रॉड पर टेंसाइल लोड एक्ट हो रहा है. मैं डायग्राम में, सो दिस इज द रॉड, मतलब ये सॉकेट को आगे, इसके आगे क्या होगा? सॉकेट. और स्पिगॉट एंड का रॉड लीजिए, उस पर लोड के कौन सा है? टेंसाइल लोड P. सो ड्यू टू दिस लोड tensile failure of this rod will takes place. So how failure will takes place? So this type of failure will takes place. Break in two sections. This rod will break in two sections due to this tensile load. So this is the failure area. So it looks like a circle. So I will draw here. This is the failure area. Now what is the diameter of rod? The diameter of rod is small d. Diameter of rod is small d. what is the this is the tensile failure of rods. That means which equation we have to use. So टेंसाइल फेल्योर अगर हो रहा है तो वहाँ टेंसाइल स्ट्रेस का इक्वेशन हमें लेना होगा. अगर शियर फेल्योर हो रहा है तो शियर स्ट्रेस का इक्वेशन लेना होगा. अगर बेंडिंग फेल्योर हो रहा है तो बेंडिंग इक्वेशन हमें यूज़ करना होगा. और अगर टॉर्शनल फेल्योर हो रहा है, मतलब टॉर्शनल स्ट्रेस एक्ट हो रहा है, तो टॉर्शनल स्ट्रेस का इक्वेशन हमें लेना होगा. तो टेंसाइल फेल्योर में हम कौन सा इक्वेशन यूज करेंगे? सिग्मा टी. सिग्मा टी इज इक्वल टू पी डिवाइडेड बाय ए. So tensile stress is equal to P divided by A. So P is this force. Now what is A? A is the area of failure. So what is the area of failure in this case? So area of failure means this area of this circle. What is the area of this circle? Pi by 4 and diameter is d square. Pi by 4 d square. So equation of sigma t becomes P divided by pi by 4 d square. P divided by pi by 4 d square. So this is the first strength equation in quarter joint. So in that equation sigma t is known, P is known, only d is unknown value. So you can determine d from this equation. You can determine d from this equation, that is diameter of rod. Now let us see the second type of failure, that is a tensile failure of spigot. Tensile failure of spigot. So अब स्पिगॉट आपने 3D व्यू देखा है स्पिगॉट का, तो स्पिगॉट कहाँ फेल होगा? हमने स्ट्रेस कॉन्सेंट्रेशन में आपने पढ़ा होगा कि जहाँ स्ट्रेस कॉन्सेंट्रेशन मतलब स्ट्रेस कॉन्सेंट्रेशन जहाँ होता है वहाँ कंपोनेंट का फेल्योर जल्दी होता है. तो स्पिगॉट आप इमेजिन कीजिए. स्पिगॉट मैंने जो पहले डायग्राम 3D व्यू आपको दिखाया था स्पिगॉट का, तो वो इमेजिन कीजिए. तो स्पिगॉट में फेल्योर कहाँ होगा? तो फेल्योर कहाँ होगा? जहाँ स्ट्रेस कॉन्सेंट्रेशन होगा वहाँ फेल्योर होगा. तो स्ट्रेस कॉन्सेंट्रेशन कहाँ होगा? जहाँ सडन एरिया चेंज हुआ है, जहाँ so where the sudden change in area at that section stress concentration will takes place, and where the stress concentration will takes place, failure of the component takes place at that section. So where the failure will takes place in spigot? At the slot. At the slot, due to tensile force, spigot will break at the slot. So how? Let us see in the diagram. I'll draw here 3D view of the cut section of spigot. This is the spigot collar. This is our rod. Force P is acting on this rod. Due to this, how the failure will takes place, let us see. So this is the slot. So this is the failure area. This is our failure area. So this, like this, failure will takes place. So how this area will look like? Let us see. तो फेल्योर का एरिया आपको ऐसा दिखेगा. ये स्लॉट, वहाँ मटेरियल नहीं है, सिर्फ यहाँ मटेरियल है, तो वो सिर्फ कट होगा. तो हमें एरिया कौन सा लेना है? जहाँ मटेरियल कट हुआ है, मतलब जहाँ फेल्योर हुआ है वही एरिया हमें लेना है. और जहाँ मटेरियल नहीं है, यहाँ स्लॉट के यहाँ मटेरियल नहीं है, तो वो एरिया हमें एरिया के फॉर्मूला में नहीं लेना है. तो अब इस पिगॉट का डायमीटर क्या है? ये स्पिगॉट है, इसका डायमीटर क्या है? इसका डायमीटर हमने नोटेशन में लिया है d2. सो दिस इज द डायमीटर d2. और ये क्वार्टर की थिकनेस हमने क्या क्या ली है, टी. So T is the thickness of quarter and diameter of this spigot is D2. Now tensile failure of spigot is there. So we have to use sigma T, formula of sigma T, that is P divided by A. Now what is A? A is the area of failure. Now how you can find out area of this section? Now मुझे क्या चाहिए, सिर्फ जो रेड कलर में मैंने हैचिंग किया है वो एरिया सिर्फ हमें चाहिए एरिया ऑफ फेल्योर में. सो हाउ यू कैन फाइंड आउट दिस एरिया? सो एरिया ऑफ दिस सर्कल इज पाई बाय 4 d2 square, pi by 4 d2 square minus, so subtract this area of slot. So what is the area of slot? This is d2, diameter d2 into this thickness t. So d2 into t. So this is the area of failure. Now sigma t will becomes p divided by pi by 4 d2 square minus d2 into t. So by using empirical relations, t you can find out by using empirical relation which is taken from design data book, that is t is equal to 0.31 times d. So use this equation. First find out the value of t, then put this value in this equation, then you can find out d2 from this strength equation. You can find out d2 from this strength equation. So this is the second strength equation in quarter joint. Now let us see in case of socket, tensile failure of socket. So how the failure of socket will take place due to tensile load. So where the failure will take place? Where the failure will take place? The failure will take place at the section where stress concentration is there. So at the section where stress concentration is there, the component will fail at that section. So where the stress concentration is high? At the slot. At the slot where area is minimum. So let us see. I will draw here the 3D diagram. This is the diagram of our socket. Now socket is hollow, we know. Socket is hollow part. So it looks like this. I'm drawing 3D diagrams so that you can imagine easily the failure of component. So this is the slot of quarter. So where the failure takes place? At this section. So this is the failure area. This is the failure area. Red hatching area is the failure area. Now so this is the slot and this area is failure area. And what is this diameter? In the notation we have see the outside diameter of socket. What is the outside diameter of socket? Is d1. Outside diameter of socket is d1. Then inside diameter of socket or diameter of spigot is d2 and this thickness of quarter is t. Now this is tensile failure. So sigma T is equal to P divided by A. What is area of failure A? तो एरिया कैसे निकालेंगे आप? हमें सिर्फ क्या चाहिए, ये जो हैचिंग किया है रेड हैचिंग, उसका सिर्फ एरिया हमें चाहिए। तो हम कैसे लेंगे वो एरिया, हम कैसे लेंगे? तो पहले पूरे सर्कल का एरिया, उसमें से ये इस छोटे सर्कल का एरिया हम माइनस करेंगे, फिर इस स्लॉट का एरिया हम माइनस करेंगे। तो बड़े सर्कल का एरिया पाई बाय 4 d2 स्क्वायर माइनस पाई बाय 4 पाई बाय 4 d1 स्क्वायर इज there, d1 स्क्वायर माइनस पाई बाय 4 दिस d2 स्क्वायर, पाई बाय 4 d2 स्क्वायर माइनस दिस स्लॉट का एरिया, दिस स्लॉट का एरिया। So d2 minus d1 minus d2. So this ring will be remains. अगर d1 minus d2 मैंने किया तो ये रिंग सिर्फ बाकी रहेगी। तो d2 d1 minus d2, तो ये रिंग बाकी रही, उसको मैं इंटू t करूँगा तो इस रेक्टेंगल का एरिया हो जाएगा। सो d1 minus d2 इंटू t. So this is the area of failure. Now I can write pi by 4 is common in this 2. So pi by 4 d1 square minus d2 square minus d1 minus d2 into t. This is the area of failure. Now strength equation sigma t becomes p divided by pi by 4 d1 square minus d2 square minus d1 minus d2 into t. So this is the third strength equation in quarter joint. So d2 is known, sigma t is known, p is known, t is known. You can find out d1 from this equation. So this is the third strength equation in quarter joint. Now see the shear failure of quarter. So हमने डायग्राम में देखा फोर्स बैलेंस जब किया हमने, तो ऐसे बीच में क्वार्टर है, स्पिगॉट ऐसे लोड अप्लाई कर रहा है क्वार्टर पर, और सॉकेट ऐसे लोड अप्लाई कर रहा है P/2 और स्पिगॉट ऐसे लोड अप्लाई कर रहा है। तो फेल्योर कैसे होगा क्वार्टर का फेल्योर? So how quarter will fails? So this is P load, this is P/2, this is P, this is P/2. So shear will takes place. So at this section, shear of quarter will takes place. So how the shear at two sections, how the shear will takes place? I will draw in the diagram. Let us see the 3D view first. ओके, तो ऐसे फेल्योर होगा क्वार्टर का, इस तरह से क्वार्टर फेल होगा। सो एट दिस सेक्शन दिस इज द फेल्योर एरिया, एट दिस सेक्शन दिस इज द फेल्योर एरिया। सो व्हाट इज द फेल्योर एरिया? You know the width of quarter is B. Width of quarter is B. You can assume the width of quarter is B, and the thickness of this quarter is, this is the thickness, thickness is T. Also this thickness is T. So what is the failure area? This B into T, and this is B into T. So 2 times B into T. So double shear will take place. Now shear failure is there. So you take the formula of direct shear stress, that is tau is equal to P divided by A. So area of failure is 2 times B into T, 2 times B into T. Now how the strength equation is tau is equal to P divided by 2 times B into T. So this is the fourth strength equation used in quarter joint. So tau is known, P is known, T is known. You can find out B from this equation. So this is the fourth strength equation. Now the fifth strength equation is shear failure of spigot end. So where the shear failure will takes place in case of spigot end. So let us see the diagram. So this is the section which is cut from the or break from the spigot. It looks like this. This is the slot. Spigot collar and this is rod. So this section is here before the failure, मतलब ये सेक्शन कहाँ होगा, यहाँ होगा. तो ड्यू टू फेलियर होने के बाद ये सेक्शन बाहर आए. तो वो कैसे फेलियर एरिया कैसा होगा, ये शियर होकर, मतलब ये सेक्शन पहले यहाँ होगा. Before the failure, this section will here. This section was here. So due to shear stress, this section will cut out. मतलब ये सेक्शन कट होके बाहर आएगा. तो कट कहाँ होगा, दोनों साइड को, इस साइड को भी और इस साइड पर भी कट होकर ये सेक्शन ऐसे बाहर आए. सो उसका एरिया क्या होगा, हमें मालूम है. स्लॉट से लेकर इस स्पिगॉट एंड उसको हमने क्या डायमेंशन दिया है, ए नोटेशन दिया है. और ये जो हाइट है ये क्या होगी, डायमीटर ऑफ स्पिगॉट. जितना डायमीटर स्पिगॉट का है उतनी ये लेंथ, इसकी डेप्थ होगी और इसकी विड्थ क्या होगी, ए. सो एरिया it looks like a rectangle. So this is A, this is D2 and this is the failure area, and this is shear failure. So tau is equal to P divided by A, and failure area is on the both side. मतलब डबल शेयर हुआ है इस साइड को भी और इस साइड को भी. तो फेल्योर एरिया का क्या होगा, D2 इंटू ए और A इंटू D2. So A is equal to A into D2, but 2 times. Here A into D2, on the other side A into D2. So 2 times A into D2. So strength equation becomes P divided by 2A D2. This is the strength equation. Now tau is known, P is known, D2 is known. You can find out A from this equation. So this is the fifth strength equation which is used in quarter joint. Now let us see the shear failure of socket end. So how shear failure of socket will takes place. Let us see. So let me explain you. Let me draw. This is collar of socket. So this is the collar of socket. Now we know this is the slot. So socket is like this. Now how the shear failure, where the shear failure will takes place? So cotter touches the socket at the collar end. At the collar, cotter touches the socket. So P force is acting here. So due to force P and cotter spigot, मतलब सॉकेट यहाँ सॉकेट पर ऐसे लोड है, स्पिगॉट और वहाँ लोड होगा. सो बीच में कॉटर यहाँ टच हो रहा है दो एट दिस टू सेक्शन. सो ये जो सेक्शन है, ये जो सेक्शन ये जो सेक्शन है पार्ट, वो क्या होगा, वो टूट के बाहर जा सकता है. वैसे ही नीचे भी. तो वो कैसे दिखेगा, अगर बाहर जाए तो ये ऐसे होगा. आप देख सकते हैं ऐसे दिखेगा, ये बाहर जाकर ऐसे दिखेगा. तो फेल्योर कहाँ होगा, ये रेक्टेंगल जो मतलब कॉलर का जो जितना एरिया है उतना फेल होगा. तो ये जो एरिया है वो फेल्योर एरिया. ओके. तो ये एरिया ऐसे ये सेक्शन कट होके बाहर जाएगा. तो उसके दोनों साइड का जो एरिया है वो कट एरिया होगा. सो वो एरिया हम कैसे निकालेंगे, तो कैसे दिखेगा, ये अगर कट सेक्शन हम ले तो ये एरिया ऐसे लेगा. तो बीच में होल है, सॉकेट के बीच में होल है, दोनों साइड पर ऐसे ऐसे फेल्योर होगा. दोनों साइड पर इस तरह ऐसे फेल्योर हुआ है. तो ये जो एरिया है, ये डायमीटर कौन सा है, D4. ये डायमीटर D4 है. ये बीच का जो डायमीटर है स्पिगॉट का वो D2 है. और ये जो थिकनेस है वो कितनी होगी, सॉरी दिस इज द डिस्टेंस C. तो ये C होगा. ओके. So this is the C. Now how you can get the formula for area. So shear failure is there, tau is equal to P divided by A. Now what is area of failure, this D4 minus D2 into C. D4 minus D2, so this ring will remains into C. So D4 minus D2 into C, and this is on one side. On another side same will happen. So this area will becomes double. So area is equal to 2 times D4 minus D2 into C. Now what is the strength equation, tau is equal to P divided by 2 times D4 minus D2 into C. This is the sixth strength equation. From this equation tau is known, P is known, D2 is known, D4 is known. You can find out C from this equation. You can find out C from this strength equation. Now let us see the seventh type of failure, crushing failure of spigot end. So what is a crushing stress? Crushing stress is nothing but the stress induced between two elements where there is no relative motion between two elements. मतलब दो एलिमेंट अगर एक दूसरे को एक दूसरे के कांटेक्ट में दो एलिमेंट और उसमें कोई रिलेटिव मोशन नहीं है, मतलब फिट है एकदम, तो वहाँ क्रशिंग स्ट्रेस आता है. सो दिस जॉइंट, इस जॉइंट में, क्वार्टर जॉइंट में कहाँ क्रशिंग स्ट्रेस इंड्यूस होगा, जहाँ क्वार्टर और सॉकेट का कांटेक्ट है और क्वार्टर और स्पिगॉट का कांटेक्ट है. वहाँ क्रशिंग स्ट्रेस जनरेट होगा. So in case of spigot, let us see in case of spigot, where the spigot touches the cutter at end side, spigot end side, spigot touches the cutter at this side. This is a in diagram you have seen. So here spigot touches the cutter. So what is this area? So contact is on, मतलब कांटेक्ट कितना होगा, जितनी थिकनेस है कॉटर की, जितनी थिकनेस है उतना कांटेक्ट होगा. और ये D2 और ये T ऐसा मतलब क्रशिंग के लिए कांटेक्ट होगा. तो एरिया क्या होगा, D2 इंटू T. सो क्रशिंग स्ट्रेस सिग्मा C इज इक्वल टू P डिवाइडेड बाई A. सो एरिया क्या होगा, A is equal to D2 into T. So sigma C is equal to P divided by D2 into T. मतलब ऐसे एरिया दिखेगा आपको. अगर साइड से हम देखें तो इस तरह से हम ये दिखा सकते हैं. ये डायमीटर है D2 और ये थिकनेस T. ऐसे यहाँ कांटेक्ट होगा. So this is the seventh strength equation used in quarter joint. So from this equation you can check the design. Now the eighth type of failure is crushing failure of socket end, where the crushing failure will takes place in socket at that section where cutter touches the socket. So where cutter touches the socket, at the collar, at the collar cutter touches the socket collar here. So this is a diameter, inside diameter of socket. This is the diameter of socket collar D4, and this is the thickness of slot or thickness of cutter T. So here crushing failure will takes place. So sigma C is equal to P divided by area of crushing D4 minus D2 into T. D4 minus D2 into T. So sigma C is equal to P divided by D4 minus D2 into T. So this is the eighth number strength equation, and this equation is used for checking purpose. Friends, one strength equation is remaining, that is bending failure of cutter. Bending failure of cutter will take place because this is a cutter, and we know that on the cutter here is P, load P, here is P by 2, here is P by 2. So due to this type of loads, bending of cutter will also takes place. So there is bending failure of cutter should be considered in the strength equation. So we will see the bending failure of cutter and the design of cutter in the next video. So मेरा वो वीडियो देखना आप मत भूलिएगा. बेंडिंग फेल्योर कटर और डिज़ाइन ऑफ कटर, डिज़ाइन प्रोसीजर ऑफ कटर मैं अगले वीडियो में वो डालने वाला हूँ. आप वो वीडियो ज़रूर देखिए. धन्यवाद. थैंक यू वेरी मच.